Three-dimensional geometry. Cartesian coordinates in space. In the video session, polar coordinates, we have seen that to locate a point in a plane, two numbers are necessary. In Cartesian coordinate system, a point in a plane have coordinates of the form ordered where xy involving two real numbers x and y. If we use polar coordinate system, a point in a plane have coordinates of the form ordered where r theta involving two parameters r and theta. As two numbers are needed to locate a point in a plane is called two-dimensional. At the same time, to locate a point in space, three numbers are required. Hence, space is three-dimensional. There are three coordinate systems for space. They are Cartesian coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system, and spherical coordinate system. In this session, we briefly describe Cartesian coordinate system, which is also called rectangular coordinate system. The name of French mathematician and philosopher René Descartes is commemorated in the terminology Cartesian coordinates. The system is also called rectangular coordinate system, as we will see that a rectangular prism or rectangular box will be formed if we locate a point using Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system in space. To represent a point P in space using Cartesian coordinate system, we proceed as follows. Step 1. Choose three mutually perpendicular coordinate lines meeting at a common point O. The point O is called the origin. Although these lines can be numbered or named or oriented in any way, we follow a standard custom. We call the lines X, Y and Z coordinate axis with the y-axis and z-axis lying on the plane containing the paper and the positive direction of y to the right and the positive direction of z-axis upward. The x-axis is then perpendicular to the plane and its positive direction is towards us. That is, the x-axis is perpendicular to the paper and we suppose its positive end coming out of the paper pointing towards us and thus forming a right-handed system. The above orientation gives a right-handed system because of the following observation. Place your fingers in the direction of the positive x-axis and rotate them in the direction of the y-axis. Your thumb will point in the direction of the positive z-axis. The three coordinate axis determines three coordinate planes. The xy plane is the plane that contains x-axis and y-axis. The yz plane contains the y-axis and the z-axis. The paper is contained in this yz plane. The xz plane contains x-axis and z-axis. The three coordinate planes divide the space into 8 parts called octants. The first octant is determined by the positive x, y and z axis. You can look at any bottom corner of a room and call the corner as origin. Then the room on which you are now is a room contained in the first octet. The floor is contained in the xy plane. The wall on your left is contained in the xz plane. The wall on your right is contained in the yz plane. The x-axis runs along the intersection of the floor and the wall on the left. The y-axis runs along the intersection of the floor and the wall on your right. The positive z-axis runs up from the floor towards the ceiling along the intersection of the two walls situated in the first octet, and you can now imagine 7 other rooms situated in the other 7 octets. 4 rooms are situated in the same floor. The other 4 rooms are situated below the floor. All floors are connected by the common point O. Step 2. We scale axes by assigning real numbers to them such that all 3 axes have the same unit of length. The scaling on the x-axis assigns the positive number a to the point that is a units in front of the yz plane. For example, we assign the number 4 to the point on the x-axis that is 4 units in front of the yz plane. The number negative a is assigned to the point on the x-axis that is a units behind the yz plane. For example, we assign the number negative 4 to the point on the x-axis that is 4 units behind the yz plane. The scaling on the y-axis assigns the positive number b to the point that is b units to the right of the xz plane. For example, we assign the number 3 to the point on the y-axis that is 3 units to the right of xz plane. The number negative b is assigned to the point on the y-axis that is b units to the left of the xz plane. For example, we assign the number negative 3 to the point on the y-axis that is 3 units to the left of the xz plane. The scaling on the z-axis assigns the positive number c to the point that is c units above the xy plane. For example, we assign the positive number 2 to the point on the z-axis that is 2 units above the xy plane. We assign the number negative c to the point that is c units below the xy plane. For example, we assign the number negative 1 to the point on the z-axis that is 1 unit below the xy plane. Step 3. We represent a point P in space by the ordered triple A, B, C of real numbers, and we call A, B, C the coordinates of P. A is the x coordinate, B is the y coordinate, and C is the z coordinate. To illustrate this, we consider a point P in space with the coordinates triple 4, 4, 3. To reach at the point P, we start from the origin. We start at the origin and move 4 units towards the positive direction of x-axis and reach at the point triple 4, 0, 0. Then we move 4 units parallel to the y-axis and reach at the point triple 4, 4, 0. Then we move 3 units parallel to the z-axis and reach at the point P with the coordinates triple 4, 4, 3. The point P with the coordinates triple 4, 4, 3 lies in the first octet. As another example, To locate the point P with the coordinates triple 4, negative 3, 2, we proceed as follows. We begin from the origin O, move 4 units in the positive direction of x-axis and reach at the point 4, 0, 0. Then move 3 units parallel to the negative direction of y-axis and reach at the point triple 4, negative 3, 0. Then move 2 units parallel to the positive direction of z-axis and reach at the point P with the coordinates triple 4, negative 3, 2. To locate the point P with the coordinates triple negative 2, negative 3, negative 2, we begin from the origin. We move 2 units along the negative direction of x-axis and reach at the point with the coordinates triple negative 2, 0, 0. Then move 3 units parallel to the negative direction of y-axis. Then move 2 units parallel to the negative z-axis and reach at the point P with the coordinates triple negative 2, negative 3, negative 2. In general, to locate a point P with the coordinates triple A, B, C, we can start at the origin O and move A units along the x-axis, then B units parallel to the y-axis and C units parallel to the z-axis. If A, B and C are positive, we have to move in the positive direction of the axis. What happens if A, B or C are negative? If A is negative, start at the origin O and move A units along the x-axis, means we move along the negative x-axis and reach at the point on the x-axis where the scale has number A. If B is negative, it means we have to move parallel to the negative direction of y-axis. If C is negative, we have to move parallel to the negative direction of z-axis. If A, B and C are positive, then we obtain a point in the first octet. If we drop a perpendicular from the point P with the coordinates A, B, C, we obtain the point triple A, B, 0 on the xy plane. The point triple A, B, 0 is called the projection of triple A, B, C on the xy plane. Similarly, triple A, 0, C is the projection of P on the xz plane and triple 0, B, C is the projection of P on the yz plane. The point P with the coordinates triple A, B, C determines a rectangular box. Hence, triple A, B, C is called rectangular coordinates because it is like we are forming a rectangular prism or box. Taking R denotes the set of real numbers. The set of all ordered triples of real numbers is the Cartesian product R cross R, which is equal to the set of all triples x, y, z, where x, y and z are real numbers. We abbreviate this set as RQ. We have a one-to-one correspondence between the points P in space and ordered triples x, y, z in R3. To each point P in space, there corresponds an ordered triple of numbers triple x, y, z called Cartesian coordinates or rectangular coordinates, which measure its directed distances from the three planes. Cartesian equations in three-dimensional space. An equation involving Cartesian coordinates is a Cartesian equation. In three-dimensional space, a Cartesian equation gives a plane or surface in space. For example, z is equal to 0 represents the xy plane. Y is equal to 0 represents the xz plane. X is equal to 0 represents the yz plane. As another example, the Cartesian equation x is equal to 5 gives the plane which is the set of all points of the form triple, 5, y, z, where y and z are real numbers. This is a plane passing through the point triple 5, 0, 0 and parallel to the yz plane. This plane x is equal to 5 is at a distance 5 units from the yz plane. In three-dimensional space, the Cartesian equation x is equal to 5 gives the set of all triples x, y, z such that x is equal to 5 and y and z are real numbers, which is equal to the set of all triples 5, y, z where y and z are real numbers. This is a plane passing through the point triple 5, 0, 0 and parallel to the yz plane. Here's another example. The Cartesian equation z is equal to 3 represents a plane passing through the point 0, 0, 3 and parallel to the xy plane. These two planes are 3 units apart. Z is equal to 3 consists of the set of all points of the form triples x, y, z such that x and y are real numbers and z is equal to 3, which is the set of all triples x, y, 3 such that x and y are real numbers. The Cartesian equation 2x plus 3y plus 5z is equal to 5 represents a plane that passes through the point triple 0, 0, 1. This plane is not parallel to any one of the standard planes xy plane, yz plane or xz plane. The Cartesian equation x is equal to y gives the plane that passes through the point triple 3, 3, 0. The Cartesian equation y equal to z gives a plane and that is shown in this brown color. The intersection of the plane x is equal to y and the plane y is equal to z gives a line and that is indicated by the magenta color. The Cartesian equation x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1 gives the sphere centered at the origin and having radius 1. The Cartesian equation x square plus y square is equal to 1 gives a cylinder having z-axis as the axis and radius 1. Hope you enjoyed the session. See you again.